you.
Thank you. I look taller and thinner in that photograph. First off, happy birthday, Paul Ferguson. And not again. The other thing is this. This is an amazing crowd. Be incredibly proud of yourselves. Round of applause for everybody. As was mentioned, we've done a lot of very good work in terms of a bipartisan budget. I'm very proud of the fact we were able to protect the $11 million for the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. We were able to increase TANF funding, temporary assistance for needy families, by 2.5%. We should all be very proud of what we've been able to accomplish. But at the same time, we're still not doing enough for transit, not doing enough for transportation infrastructure, not doing enough for education, not doing enough to protect civil rights in the Commonwealth, and definitely not doing enough for just basic environmental protections. I'm proud to be the chair of the Virginia Environment Renewable Energy Caucus. My co-chair is Rip Sullivan, and we have done some fairly significant steps forward in the Commonwealth this year. For the first time, really, in decades, we've actually passed legislation that reinforces what solar energy can and should be in the Commonwealth. And so we've got three very significant bills that have moved forward. And now we have to start doing wind. Now we have to start doing hydrokinetic. We have to sort of embrace renewable energy in the Commonwealth because we're leaving tens of thousands of jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars of just taxes and economic development dollars on the table every year. There was a lot of good this session, but a lot of bad too. I put in bills on toxic release inventories that just never even got heard in the Chesapeake Committee. I put in legislation to address Flint, Michigan type real problems with safe drinking water in poor parts of the state. You've got parts of the Commonwealth of Virginia that are, it's 0.15 parts per billion that are at 45, at 200 parts per billion. And we're not doing enough to address that. So I'm proud of the fact that the governor and I are working on sort of coming up with some solutions that we can push forward next year. Before I lose my time though, the ugly with this session was about immigrants. Was about the ugly, divisive rhetoric around refugees, around sanctuary cities that technically, legally, cannot exist in the Commonwealth of Virginia. But because of Trump-like messaging, and that's all it is, these divisive and really hateful bills get not only passed out of subcommittee and full committee, they get passed on the floor of the House of Delegates and in the state Senate. And the governor's going to veto this, and we have to be incredibly thankful that we have a Democratic governor. My last point before I hand over the mic to my colleagues is the energy we have in this room has to be maintained all year round, because if we don't get the governor's office this year, it's going to mean very bad things for the values and the issues that we all cherish and fight for here in Arlington. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you. So I'm usually long and slow, and I don't have time to be either of those things, so I'm going to talk fast. First, I want to make a personnel announcement. My friend in LA, Matt Weinstein, is leaving me, going on to other things. So I have a new LA. I want to introduce you all to Kate Peterson, who I bet a lot of you know. Okay. So when you need me, if you can't get me, call Kate. We're going to be a great team. I was asked to talk about redistricting reform, and the bad news is we did not get redistricting reform through the General Assembly this year. The good news is we are making more progress on this issue every day, and I want to thank everyone in this room who's been involved with it. A lot of you have been involved with One Virginia 2021. They're doing a spectacular job of raising awareness about this issue all across the state. There's more money involved in it now. There's more people, smart people down there lobbying. We have made progress. We were not able to get a vote on the House of Delegates floor, which is what we wanted. We did, however, get the first recorded vote in a committee on this issue with a lot of red lights out of Republicans standing in the way of redistricting reform in Virginia. We need to keep working at it. There is still time before the next redistricting, so I want to urge all of you to be involved in this issue. I think we can pull it off. I want to talk about one thing that didn't happen in the General Assembly this year. I think I think I'm counting this right. These guys will tell me if I get this wrong. I think a Republican mentioned Donald Trump's name once on the floor. You'd think they'd be bragging and talking about their president. They don't know what the heck to do. Right? One of them mentioned, gee, we have a president, and moved right on. When you talk to these folks, they are so flummoxed. They want to embrace him because he's a Republican and they think they're going to sign his stuff, but they're terrified about getting too close to him. And it was really kind of funny to watch as they had this weird sense of uncertainty about how to deal with the president. And we, of course, need to take advantage of that. Let me make one plug here. We've been talking a lot about the governor's race and how important this race is this November. I can tell you, as you may or may not know, I'm the campaign chair for the House Democratic Caucus. On a very short list of silver linings about what happened last November 8th, it's probably one thing long. The only silver lining that I've been able to find about what happened on November 8th is the kind of thing we're seeing in this room tonight. We are seeing incredible energy all around the state. And this is translating into a historic number of candidates running around the Commonwealth of Virginia. We are already challenging, I say already because we've got more time to get more candidates. We are already challenging in 37 Republican-held districts. We have over 60 candidates around the state. We have 14 Democratic primaries in House of Delegates districts around the state already. That's 3 times more than we've ever had before. More than that. So there is electricity and energy in the air. We're going to need Arlington to be helping us all around the state, to be exporting what we do here in Arlington all around the state, and we are going to win lots of House seats in the House of Delegates.
Yeah!
Hello, Arlington! This is amazing. Just to echo what Rip said, to see all the faces in this room, and I have to tell you, maybe you know I represent Alexandria as well, and Alexandria bursting at the seams. I have monthly meetups where we used to have 20, 30 people, we now have 130 people. It's just amazing. And if you do live in my district and I haven't met you yet, come see me afterwards. We are really bursting, and this energy has to follow through all the way to November. I would say it was a fairly typical session, right? Republicans are trying to keep women from having reproductive rights. They're trying to punish immigrants. They want guns everywhere, wherever they can have them. And we Democrats are fighting for your rights and putting up red votes. And I'm quite confident that Terry McAuliffe will break his veto record and we will sustain those vetoes. So that's a typical session. Let me tell you some good things that we were able to do. And many of you know I ran on issues of sexual assault, domestic violence, and I'm very proud of what we were able to accomplish in that sphere. Barbara Vola had a bill on testing of rape kits. My bill says that they can be stored longer. So under the old law, if a woman's 20 years old, her evidence of her sexual assault could be destroyed. But the law that I introduced, it was passed unanimously, gives her until age 28. So she has the financial independence, the emotional maturity to pursue the people who did this crime, the person who did this crime. Sometimes it's a family member. And so you need to have that kind of independence. And this allows victims actually just to request that the evidence be stored longer, and to be stored longer for a 10-year period of time. Another bill I passed, many of you know what happened when we in Arlington, not just those of us up here, but many of you in this room were sued by a gun store. Remember that last year? Well, that was a frivolous lawsuit that was dismissed the day before it was to go for a hearing. They just wanted to shut us up. So I passed a bill working with Terry Kilgore, his bill that I chief co-patroned, and this bill says that if you sue someone for protesting, then they can charge you for attorney's fees and the suit is dismissed. So if you want to go out and protest, you are free to go out and protest. Thank you. Very proud of that legislation. Also, probably the thing I'm most proud of at all was something that I began last year with right-wing Tea Party Senator Amanda Chase. Now you think, why is Mark Levine, solid progressive, working with this Tea Party person? Well, the answer is we both agree on transparency. The vast majority of bills, all the bills you heard Rip and Alfonso talk about that they kill them in committee, they kill them in subcommittee, they often do it behind closed doors. And I'm proud to say the Virginia Transparency Caucus has been recording bills, more and more committees and subcommittees. And just Saturday, 85 out of 140 members of the General Assembly, majority in House and Senate, signed a letter to have recording capabilities for committees and subcommittees in the new General Assembly bill.
All right,